So, something I wanted to talk about right now that I was just thinking a lot about is how this moment in time that you're in is so much more like significant and matters so much more than you really kind of think. Um, and I don't even know how to put it. It's just kind of recently I've been seeing how quickly things kind of change in your life. Um, my bad. Um, uh, I should probably close that, but anyway, um, yeah, like just with how you kind of start when you get to a point where you're kind of getting off on your own. You're doing, you know what, actually, close that. All right. You kind of get to a point where you start getting your shit together, or you start moving out, or you start doing school, and kind of really getting a lot of friends, connections in that area, and you kind of start seeing how your life is going into this other direction, and you realize how you're leaving your old kind of habits and old thoughts behind, and moving on to new. There really are chapters in life and shit that kind of just you end up leaving behind, like doors, if you want to call it like that. Um, and I kind of just notice it with you kind of view each day as just, oh, okay, it's another day, but if you waste a day, like that's fine. If you're burnt out, you're tired, doing whatever, that's fine. But if you continue to waste days, it stacks up. A days come to a week. There's only 4 weeks in a month, and then that's a whole month out of the year gone. And you're only in this year once. You're only your age once. And think about how, like, that's why people say life is long, but it's short, because once you're done with a certain area of your life, that's it. That's done. Um, That's also why people say you only have one life, but if you do it right, you only really need one, to feel like you've done something, or like that you're content or happy with what you've done. Because it's all like the choices that you make right now, just they seem small, but they really greatly impact just everything, the direction of everything. So if you choose to just do shit, like just do shit, bruh. Just fucking like I don't even know how to put it, but just do a lot of shit. Don't just stay in your fucking house. Don't just stay laying around. People who fucking scrolling and wasting their time on there. Like just do stuff. Go learn new hobbies. Go learn. Try new jobs out. Just do shit, and stuff will come. Stuff will come up. You know. Um, but I guess where I started realizing it is kind of the things, some things that you're thinking of right now, or that are weighing on your mind, or that you're really focusing on. In like a week, make a reminder to yourself in like a 2 weeks, or a week, and just think back like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. What were you obsessing over? What were you thinking of? What was kind of ruling your mind back then? And think back and think, oh, that I don't even think about that anymore. That was back then. Like in that frame of time, that's what I was thinking of. That's what I was like focusing on. But now I'm onto something else. So that's why people say. One of my professors was like, if she ever messes up at work, or does like a messes up in some way, like she thinks, is anyone gonna think about this in a year or 2 years? If not, then I don't worry about it. And I think that's true even in a short amount of time. I think like 6 months. Like if someone's not gonna be thinking about this, first off, no one is. People are got their own shit going on. They're really not as focused on you as you think that they are. Um, but yeah, it's also just in this frame of time. It's like it's just things change quicker than you think. You kind of think time is static or linear, and it's like, oh, whatever's right now will always be like this, but it's just not. Like you could be working with someone. Like I was working with someone at my other job for like he was there for years and years, and just like that, something happened. He got fired. Now I haven't don't see him anymore. And it's weird. I never thought that would happen, because worked with him for like fucking 5 years or more, 6 years, and just like that. And then my mom does caregiving, and she was caring for this guy for about 5 years, since like 2020, and he died just a couple months ago. And now it's like that chapter's gone. Like she would always kind of be in and out, caregiving is like you stay overnight shifts and stuff. And now it's like not that. And now she's always home, which is great. But it's like, it's weird. I remember I used to have like kind of some alone time, if that's, you know what I mean? Because you would just not be here. So it's like, it was a contrast, her being home and then not being home. And now it's just different. And I'm not saying that's bad, that's great, but it's just you get so like locked into like this period of time where things are just how they are, and then you'll realize that they could just change at any moment, like anything can. So you really have to take each day with significance, and that doesn't mean you have to burn yourself out doing shit, overload yourself. No, but just kind of be aware. Like you can take breaks, you can take days where you just kind of do nothing. That's fucking fine. You know, you're not a fucking robot. You're human. Um, but just take every day with significance, because yeah, I mean the things that you're thinking about, the way you think, you're always growing. You know, at this point in time, like you are who you are, but you're always going to be changing and growing and maturing from things. Like every day that something happens that um, even if it's a mistake or it seems bad, you grow from that and you learn from it. Even if like it's just subconscious, like you learn from it and you think, oh, this, and as you grow from it in the future, you kind of think differently. um, but it is weird to think about, like you go through like photo memories on like your photos app or fucking Google Photos or whatever, and I kind of see like my old self, you know, old younger me, and how time used to be back then. I was at this other older job, or this other job. I would be much younger. I was always playing video games back then. I was in like this phase of doing that, and it was like it was cool, but it really is just a moment in time. It's like a frame in time where you're just doing this one thing, like video games, working, going out with friends, and then kind of you shift and you see how your life goes. And now I'm in school, and now I'm doing other, you know, more important things. Not more important, but more significant. That's the same word. But yeah, it's just things change, are always changing, and they don't seem like they are day to day. But look back, everything in life is long term. Like you might not get what you want, or you might not see change short term, like one day to one day. But that's just not how time works. Like you got to look, you zoom out and you look at the long term of things, and it starts to make more sense, and you kind of see what path you've taken and where you're headed. You don't know where you're headed, but you know you're headed somewhere, even if it doesn't seem like you're getting somewhere when you're just looking at it in like the short term. Um, but that's also something I've been kind of like, I don't know, I want to say fascinated by, but like time has just really, I don't know, it's just such a weird concept to me. I started really thinking about it, like just think about a day, right? You wake up and it's morning, and you know you do whatever the fuck you do in the day, and then let's say you leave and you come back and it's been 12 hours and it's night, and the whole day you could have done so many different things. Like let's say you hung out with friends in the morning, and you went and did some shopping, then you went to work, and then you did this, and then you went to the pool. I don't know, a lot of things. But you think about, damn, all this shit you did in this, I don't know. But then it's like, anything is really deep if you think about it that way. So it's like, but that's just what's fascinating to me. Um, and to bridge on that, I guess what I felt like I started realizing in this whole realizing time is I would kind of look back on, you know, photos kind of gives you memories and stuff to like kind of look back on, and I would click on some of them. They'd be like a live photo, you know, where you click on it and then it kind of like is like a short video or whatever. And so I would do that, and I would kind of see and just imagine that as like a moment in time, you know, like that's a specific point in time that I took that. And I don't know what I did before that. I don't know what I did right after I took that. I don't know what path I took in time doing that. But it's almost like gives me like a feeling where it's like the moment that you're in is so much more significant than you think it is. Because right now I could do the same thing, take a photo, go on about my day in a week or whatever, a couple of days, look back, and I'm not in that moment in time anymore. I'm past that. But that's why I started looking at that and realizing, like, damn, that was me in that period of time, and I took that. And it's weird to think like all that's happened since then. When I took that, I didn't know what was to come, but now I'm looking back on it. Um, It's weird to explain. It probably doesn't make any fucking sense, but it's kind of just a feeling where I appreciate time more, and I don't take shit for granted at all. Because once you see how quickly shit can change, and you don't know, you kind of stop worrying about stuff, and you kind of start taking stuff like you just start kind of being more present in life and being more appreciative and happy and whatnot. Um, I mean, happiness is a choice, but that's a whole other video I want to talk about. But anyway, um, yeah. So shit's always changing. It's Monday, start of a new week, or maybe Sunday is. I don't know how that works exactly, but who knows what this week brings. There's some stuff upcoming for me that I'm not gonna get into, but I'm looking forward to that very much. So that's what I mean. Stuff is in this period of time. There's this things will be like this for the last time. Like when you go into the next week, things will be different. Even if it's small or it could be bigger. Like in my case, it's kind of a more important thing to me. So I'm excited to see how it goes. But things are always changing, so you know, um, yeah, things are always changing. So I don't know. Take it that what you will. So thanks for watching.